For women, for health, for life. Call Obstetrics and Gynecology Associates now for your private consultation.
When it comes to working hard for babies, we're proud to finish a strong second. Gerber, anything for baby.
From the moment your baby is born, you'll be watching her every move, waiting for her to roll over, sit up on her own, and say her first word. And you'll be wondering if she's doing all these things at the right time. First of all, relax. All babies are different, but there are some general milestones to look for as your baby grows and learns every day. In the first 3 months, you'll be surprised by how much she's learning. By the end of her 3rd month, your baby should recognize a familiar voice. She coos as she hears you talk to her. She can see mom and dad and will make eye contact. She can lift her head and chest while lying on her tummy for a short period of time. She may even swipe at dangling objects and hold a toy that is placed in her hand. The next 3 months are just as exciting. It may not seem like a big change, but by the time she's 6 months old, the cooing sounds you've been hearing have turned into more complex babbling. She should also be able to roll over in both directions and possibly sit up alone. Your baby's vision is getting much better too. She can focus on things as far as 15 feet away, and she'll watch and follow moving objects. She's also better at telling colors apart, so go for bright books and toys that will stimulate her new skill. And by around the middle of her 1st year, it's time to consider introducing cereal to her diet to learn tastes, textures, and how to eat. Here are some signs that your baby might be ready. Can she hold her head up for a long time? Sit in a high chair without support? Does she make chewing motions or show an interest in food? Is her tongue pulling in now instead of pushing everything out? Is she breastfeeding and still hungry after 8 to 10 feedings a day, or drinking more than 32 ounces per day? Finally, has she doubled her weight since birth and now weighs more than 13 pounds? If she's doing most of these things, she's ready. Start with a single-grain rice cereal because it's least likely to provoke a food allergy. Wait 3 to 5 days before introducing a new food to be sure she's not allergic. Then move on to other grains like oats and barley. Then gradually introduce single-ingredient pureed fruits and vegetables with no added refined sugar, salt, or starch. Feeding time just got a lot more messy and a lot more fun for you and your baby. And remember to keep your high chair sanitized with products safe for baby. By the time she turns 9 months old, her babbling is pretty complex. She's using a variety of sounds and syllable combinations and will respond to others' expressions of emotions. She's looking around at familiar objects and probably even crawling around to get to them. She has a sense of humor now too and loves games like peekaboo. And by now, you've probably noticed one thing she doesn't like: those new teeth poking through. Now it's even more important than before to keep her mouth clean. Look for a toothpaste made for babies with no fluoride or saccharin. Use a finger brush to gently clean her gums and teeth. Between crawling and walking is a stage many call cruising. Your baby is pulling herself up and using tables and other furniture to get where she wants to go. And now it's time to combine food textures with some soft pureed foods, but also add biscuits and thicker foods with soft lumps so she can learn to move her tongue more and start using her new teeth to chew. At mealtime, your baby can now appreciate a variety of tastes. Put more than one type of food on her plate. It's a good time to let her use her hands to begin learning to feed herself. Even though she's now used to several kinds of foods, keep cereal in her diet. Multigrain cereals or cereal with fruit can add variety to her diet and are an important source of iron. By the time your baby celebrates her first birthday, she'll not only babble to you,
Corn.
she'll listen and follow simple instructions. Socially, she's probably developing a bit of stranger shyness, but loves playing with other children. And by now, she's able to get around and get into everything, so double check your baby proofing. The first year of life is filled with such fascinating changes. You'll be amazed at her physical, communication, and nutritional development with each passing month. Spend time enjoying this wonderful little human being and each of her remarkable growth stages. They only happen once.